coming through. And it is Green Bean, who have impressed with their athleticism, lead the comp. I'll tell you, they have some promising players, some very good ex-college players, likes of Seth Miller and Nuku Taylor. Green Bean up against defending champions City Lights, a powerful entity under the captaincy of Scott Muncaster. And we've returned home, the immortal Gisborne YMCA, home of the game of indoor basketball since 1962, and the move from the Army Hall. Prior to that, at the old YMCA, I can't even imagine what that was like. Game, of course, had its great supporters, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, big supporters of the game here in Gisborne. Of course, we've had some wonderful teams and marvellous history, dating right back to the late Ivan Cowley, former president, life member, who took teams to Wellington. Amazing the stories. They travelled by train. They raised funds with beer bottles. They had their own shirts printed. Wonderful stuff, wonderful history, wonderful memories. Speaking of memories, some about to be written here tonight in Game 1. The YMCA, believe it or not, seems a little darker than usual, a little dimmer. If indeed they have dimmers, those dimmers are on this side, and those dimmers in full effect. I'm sure maybe it just feels a little darker than usual. just feels that way. Two of the best for game one. Donna Napier and Clifton Blumfield, life member. Marvellous servant of the game. One of the greatest servants of basketball, Gisborne basketball in particular, that we have known. The last president of the old Poverty Bay Basketball Association, the first president of the new GBA, is still alive, Steph Beatty, and it's a nice thought that here halfway through this competition, in the post-COVID era, wonderful stuff. And you know, the coolest thing about the return to the YMCA is the action is about to begin. Kiwaria out there against our Rongamai Smith, Mr. All Business, Mr. Hard Nose, Donna Napier. Seth Miller comes out. Donna, an inquiring look at the Green Bean crew. We're waiting for, who are we waiting for? Are we waiting for Safin to Wairua Brow? Well, we were waiting for Safin, and now he's out there. Someone in 13, Nuku Taylor. He's an athlete. He can run, he can shoot, do it all. Rongamai getting up quickly. Big guy gets up quickly. Here is a Nuku, guarded by Zay Donna. Green Bean caught for a walk. An excellent call and still razor sharp, Donna Napier. An excellent official. She and Cliff Blumfield, like two little peas in a pod, picking up that travel first up. Muncaster, right side to Arini on that left hand. Here's Rongamai. Rongamai goes left. Great steal. Well, they are quick. Green Bean. That was a Sapin a moment ago. Green Bean, guard size. That was Walters. Down to Rongamai. They picked this pocket early on. Muncaster spins on in. Carl Reaney handles the ball down the baseline. Now Ryan Walters, back to Reaney. Reaney going right side. Reaney, call Cliff Blumfield. Cliff Blumfield, nearly a 60-year servant of the GBA. Muncaster scratches the back of his head. Muncaster with the inbounds pass. Rongamai left side. Rongamai, strong move. Wonderful move from the big man. That was our Rongamai Smith to the baseline up there to make the play. This is Wayne Wilson. Paku is talented. He can shoot too. Nuku is the 13. Nuku. Green Bean, their ball movement is good. Not a lot of player movement, Nuku. They're off the window. So Nuku Taylor, who really impressed me at the second Super 8 tournament. That would have been, what's that, 2 years ago now? 2 years ago, they were at New Plymouth. Man alive. Muncaster holds it. Muncaster, Reaney. Reaney now Rongamai. Rongamai, Muncaster is set. Muncaster hits the front. A little short on the shot there, Muncaster. Green Bean. Green Bean have to make the most of their open court opportunities. Get the chance at an easy basket. Muncaster with a good pass. Muncaster, good pass. Rongamai Smith. 4-2, lead now to City Lights. Always been a strong team. Beautifully done. Safin. Magnificent. Okay, Ryan Walters. Muncaster there with a long pass. Has it picked off by Taylor. Taylor, dribble, goes to the left. Green Bean team is quick. Shot block, but got the rebound back. That was a Paku, cross court. Shoots a good three-pointer. Paku. Green Bean with innumerable offensive rebounds, and in the end it sits. It was Ngarangi Kahu earlier on at the jump shot from the side. Muncaster down the baseline, goes around the back, then turns to the baseline, lowers the shoulder, has the shot block. Magnificent defense there. Great D from Green Bean, no foul. And believe you me, if there had been one, Donna Napier would have picked that up. Reedy turned it over. Green Bean, they're quick hands. They got quick hands. First, they stole the ball off Rongamai. Now, they've stolen the ball off Carl Reedy. Older players, not lackadaisical, but they'd certainly be shocked by the quickness of the hands. 7-all. These little guys with some fight. Green Bean, they've come from nowhere, and they've played very good ball the last little while. 8-7 the lead on that free throw. 1 point leader remains, and again, now an offensive rebound. Green Bean, who are they to take offensive rebounds against City Lights? Ongamai now having a scrap for defensive rebounds, Seth Miller. Ngarangi Kahu impressing with that jump shot early on. From this, the grandstand side. Hosted a couple of national tournaments here. This is Muncaster. Muncaster with a magnificent pass. Tremendous pass from the City Lights captain, Scott Muncaster. That's Nuku. Has a nice shot there, really. I thought he might have walked. Zaid. And again, Green Bean with athleticism, with quickness. Trying hard not to foul. That's Rongamai. Caught by Cliff Blumfield. And he says, rather graciously, that he accepts that decision. Well, he doesn't really have much of a choice but to accept it. Cliff Blumfield, good positioning by Blumfield as the lead official. Donna, now she's having to tell Rongamai about the space, giving to the guy, giving the inbounds pass. Okay. They're full of confidence, Green Bean. They play like a team with nothing to lose. They are the new blood. Here's Rongamai to the baseline here. Oh, another steal! Third steal! Third Green Bean steal! Nuku! Missed it, got it, tried to put it back in, but couldn't. Here's Seth, one dribble, ball rolls out off the rim, and again Green Bean. Dominating the offensive balls now. Muncaster savagely throws out a hand. That is remarkable. What we've seen from the youngsters so far is Spunk picked up 3 early steals, made jump shots, driven the middle, taken offensive rebounds. On one occasion, I think 3 offensive rebounds on that one possession. Some calls have gone their way. That helps. 11-9. Maybe this is what City Lights needed. Maybe this is a good thing. Is this the wake-up call for City Lights? Down there, Rongamai, not really wanting them to inbound the ball, making life hard for the guy inbounding the ball. Call on Rongamai. Cliff Blumfield made that call too. They were coming down the baseline, 11-9. 3 minutes to play. Green Bean, a young team, sort of taken the league by storm. They are exciting, they are young, they are fast. And City Lights. Well, are they now in the veteran category? I don't feel comfortable saying that Lights are a veteran team. I remember when they were a new team. I remember when they were the bright young things. 11-9, 2-point game. Rennie has it. Now Reggie Narman is there. Business is picked up. The two big guys, Rongamai and Reg. Muncaster from the corner. Loose ball again. Green Bean rebounding well. Wayne Wilson and company rebounding well. Nuku again shoots the ball. Hits the front. Rongamai there with a ball fake. Rongamai so skillful. I know he can be grumpy, but he is also very skillful. And they turn the ball over. That would have to count as the first turnover of the game tonight. Certainly unusual to see City Lights do that. Now Seth comes in towards the rack. Reg Narman up. Narman eyeing up another steal there, Green Bean. Those quick hands. City, well, look at that there, Rongamai battling away with allies Rangihuna. Here's Rongamai trying to make a little space. He is tough. He's rough and he's tough. He's Rongamai Smith. 11-all. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first period. Wow, what a start to game one. And now City Lights uncontested rebound. And you know what? It's the first time that they've had an easy rebound. Muncaster has it from 30 feet. I thought Muncaster was going to take it into his head to shoot there. Here now is Narman up. Coming there into Seth. Pushing his way in. Green Bean standing their ground. Seth there with a pass ad-lib. Oh, beautifully done! Beautifully done there, Nuku Taylor. Right side tied up against the backboard. Muncaster, he thought he trapped him there. Trapped him up against the backboard. 13-11. This is great fun. Rongamai now, as our Green Bean do what they can. Wants a call there, Rongamai. He may have a point. Green Bean, Green Bean. Sometimes when you look to do things quickly, you can come unstuck. Rongamai there athletically. You know, 10 years ago, he might have thrown that down. 13-all, 41 seconds. Wilson, oh, nicely by Nuku. Ran into Rongamai. The big guys aren't going to take it easy on Green Bean. Green Bean are for real. Now Tamati down low. An expert call, Cliff Blumfield, making the call there in favour of Joe Tamati. The venerable Cliff Blumfield, an excellent referee. Makes the easy calls. Good call. That's a Tamati turning around. That looked a little awkward. Reggie Narman up. Trying to put the shot up. He's out of court. Nuku there out of court. They're gutsy. Well, there's Reggie Narman throwing the ball there into the back of Nuku. They continue to challenge that big guy. They challenged him. They challenged him. I can't believe it. Green Bean challenging an Narman up. Here is Nuku to the baseline. Nuku there. You know, sometimes over the years I've seen guys challenge Narman on a couple of shot attempts, but the third, he almost always makes it. There's an air of inevitability, but they stuck to him. Wouldn't give him that easy layup and managed to get the ball. 13-all, 4.5 seconds. 4.5, that's a Seth with one step in off the window. 13-all, into the first period. Can you believe Green Bean? They start off by stealing the ball, and then they take offensive rebounds, and now they refuse at the end of the period to give Reggie Narman a third attempt at a putback. What they did there was remarkable, really was. 13-all, 31 seconds. They've started off hard and fast. Can the young team keep it up? Will they be worn down in the end? Well, I don't know. Cliff Blumfield and Donna Napier keeping order. I think that's a good thing. Our two most experienced referees out there to control this game. They know it's going to be a physical game. 13-all. Now, Felix Sparks going to join Donna Napier and Clifton Blumfield. 3-referee system. Now, the idea of the 3-referee system is that, of course, with 3 referees, you shouldn't miss so much. Well, really, you shouldn't miss anything, not with 3 of them. Almost impossible to miss something when there are 3 of you. We'll wait and see. Second period. Green Bean, Reggie Narman, a big defensive board. He needs to deny Green Bean the second looks that they've had so far. To Marty, Green Bean. Saw the pass to the cutter from the corner. To Marty, Namina is a guy they've got to pick up. Need to know where he is. Here he is. Hits the front there. They claim their own rebound. Watch for Ngarangi Kahu's quick hands. Okay, that was Seth Miller. Scott Muncaster performs magnificently come the grand stage, Muncaster. No bigger stage in club ball than the grand final, and over the years, certainly made his presence felt on club basketballs last night. Here with Dom Wilson. Dom, nice handle. Getting by City Lights on the perimeter. They are willing to take the ball to the basket. Ngarangi Kahu. There is a little byplay down there, and that's healthy too. Older guys teasing them a little. Should have made that shot, they say. Once upon a time, likes of Dwayne Tamatea and company would have teased them too. See what they were made of. Second free throw sits. Ngarangi Kahu. Here is a Muncaster. Hard to force a turnover from Muncaster to Marty. There with a long pass, Walters. Muncaster may take him on. Try to take Wilson. He got some help. Seth there. Muncaster there, taking the ball to the basket. Muncaster again getting to the free throw line. 14 all. Has been a good game. Very good opening from the younger team. And now tactics have changed. Muncaster taking the ball to the basket. Muncaster drawing fouls. Muncaster gave him a 1-point lead. They have some height out there. They certainly need that. In the form of Akiwaria. Only had 2 turnovers so far, really. City Lights turning the ball over. Now Green Bean. Green Bean cannot really afford to turn the ball over against City Lights. Club's first meeting. Muncaster succeeding in drawing fouls from Green Bean. This is where you've got to try and play good defense on the ground. Muncaster, mature stuff from Muncaster. Getting inside. Putting some pressure on Green Bean inside. Muncaster skillfully. Remember, he got them that 1-point lead with a free throw. He jarred the second. Now jars this. 6 minutes, 25 seconds. Muncaster, legendary captain of City Lights. Muncaster there with another free throw. Now lead by 2. Green Bean, again misfire. These are unforced errors.
Young team has not had their shot blocked, but turnovers with perhaps some passing, which is a little loose. Reggie Namana as City Lights now looking to control the tempo. It's Tamari and Ryan Walters was fouled on the way in. City Lights in the half-court set trying to pick Green Bean apart. Holding the ball, looking for cutters. Some player movement, now it's Ryan Walters. Ryan Walters, it's the front there. Shot the ball beautifully over at the John McFarlane Memorial Sports Centre. A couple of weeks, now back here at the YMCA, the famous Factory of Fear. Nuku. Okay, this is Dom. Now, once again, the shot is way off from Don Wilson. He's a better jump shooter than that. Muncaster to the driving Reaney. They challenge Reaney, no call. Ball might have touched Reaney. Ball did touch Reaney. Reaney outraged about lack of a call. But you got to remember, we're running a 3-referee system here. This is how it runs. Dom, now Nuku handles the ball so well. Natural guard. Natural guard indeed. Look at Tom Wilson. Name like that, you can't help but be a baller. Gets into the middle, is tagged from behind. But again, Green Bean winning some rebounds and able to penetrate. Ryan Walters, good deed running to the help. Ryan Walters. Not always easy to play perimeter defense against Green Bean because they are little guys that are quick and they seem to have no fear. Green Bean inbound the ball, Nuku. Now Nuku has it again. Wow, that's a wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Ngārangi Kahu with quickness, with skill, with flair. Wisely Donna holds and Donna passes. Nice composure there from Zay Donna. Namana. Kahu with a fantastic field goal at the other end. Beat his man off the dribble, came down the baseline, made a tough shot. Was a tough shot. 16-17. City Lights up by 1. That took some doing, that layup at the other end. Namana giving his team a 2-point lead. I don't know if I'm right in saying this, but it might be the biggest lead they've had. 2-point lead. Don Wilson trying hard not to walk. Can beat guys off the dribble there, Ngārangi Kahu. And City Lights, when they took the ball to the basket at the other end, drew the foul, and Green Bean with their quickness now able to draw the foul at this end of the floor, 18-16. Their courage is commendable. Ryan Walters, a great defensive rebounder. Always played well in the middle. That's Kiwari up. Now Rini. Rongamai may look to take Nuku here. If he does, he'll go left. Or right, rather. Here is Namana. Namana jump shot. Dom down the middle. Into the corner to Paku. Paku shot doesn't sit. Oh, great pass down there from Rini. Rini to Donna. Donna travel. Donna call there as a travel. Donna was hoping that he might have drawn the foul. Donna was hoping that he might have been fouled. Okay, well, Cliff Blumfield and Donna Newfield, well, what happened there? Donna called a walk. Was Cliff going to call foul? Would Cliff have called foul? These three referees, sometimes it can be confusing. Nuku, his shots online. Oh, look at that there, and Kiwaria being bumped off by Ridge. You don't reach over Ridge. 21-16, 5-point game. Ewa needs some help. Well, that was a That was the response from Reg. Donna. Lead is now 7. 3 minutes left. Don't want to go one-on-one too often against City Lights. Nuku, three-pointer helps to keep them in touch. So now it's a 4-point game with Zay Donna. Rongamai, a lot of helping hands. Rongamai, ball bounces out. Rongamai mobbed here, Gonna let him get a shot off. 23-19. Green Bean that no fear. Ngārangi Kahu. Now Nuku again with that three-pointer. It's the front. And Green Bean have saved it. Green Bean in the corner. They saved the ball in the corner. They seem to want it more. Maybe it just seems that way. 23-19. Looks can be deceiving. Rongamai now, Carl Reaney. Reaney to Donna. Muncaster. Oh no, this is a Reaney. Reaney has the ball. Rongamai there. They foul him early, don't allow him to get the shot off. Seth Miller. I don't know whether I'm reading too much into it, but I'm sure Donna Napier before called a travel on Zay Donna that Cliff Blumfield was of a mind to call as a foul. Now Rongamai. An exciting player. Real enforcer. Very athletic. It's a Wellington background, that area. Cliff Blumfield smiles beatifically. 24-19, a 5-point game. Rongamai. 25-19. 25-19 and Nuku Taylor. And the 6. Seth Miller, and a lot of shots have fallen for Seth. Willing to take it to the basket. Well, that was Reaney coming out of court. Reaney getting to the hoop. Rongamai now and the ball rolls off the hoop. Call there, a very good call. Call there is basket interference. 27-19. Donna Napier, expert official. Okay, that's Nuku. Driving on in, now Felix Sparks. He gets Rongamai. No, he got Muncaster. Okay, Muncaster. He looks as if he's got no idea what this is about. As if he had nothing to do with it. Seth, hard to get the ball inbounds down the floor. Nuku in front of him. Takes position. He has a point there, Nuku Taylor. He was indeed pushed off. 29-19, 10 points in it. This is Paku. Oh, Felix Sparks making the call. Made a call on this sideline. Now makes a call on the other sideline. That's the thing about the 3-referee system too. You see the call, you make the call. Can't just sit there, let someone else make the call, or it's his call. The players respect you if you make the call. 29-20. There by our Wayne Wilson, known as Paku. 29-21, they're 8 points adrift. Muncaster has it, Muncaster. Rongamai, marvellous talent, the big guy. Skillful. Okay, and that was a very, very good defense. Far side of the lane. Rongamai having a word there to Felix Sparks. Arangi Kahu, ball knocked out of his hand. Joey gives chase. Well, Joey tried. He raced after it, he tried. Couldn't save it in bounds. Ngārangi Kahu. It's the inbounds pass out deep. Wayne Wilson of Green Bean. Team 10 points adrift. Wow, and the ball might have hit Seth on the head there. Racing in to take a rebound. Instead got that right in the face. Flush in the cheek. Would have hurt. 31-21. 38 seconds there. Rongamai now Reaney. Reaney to the baseline. Reaney almost got bumped out of court. Green Bean have the ball. Trying hard not to turn it over. Wayne Wilson. Wonderful pass there from Paku. Lovely pass there from Paku to Ainsley Waititi Leach. The Waititi Leaches are very skillful proud basketball family, Muncaster. Now to shoot the three, Muncaster again. Muncaster. He's that sort of player, Muncaster. If he doesn't make it the first time and you give him a second opportunity, he'll make it on the second attempt. Got a defensive rebound, or offensive rebound rather. Got the ball back. Muncaster is never put off. May miss a shot, he is not put off. His self-belief is incredible. Having a word to the referees, Donna Napier, Clifton Blumfield, Felix Sparks. You know, the truth is that she has a point. The big guys from City Lights on their way to the basket do get that offhand out. But the younger players, if they're allowed to. Those players will do what they're allowed to do. And so far, to a certain extent, they've been allowed to do that. We love our club basketball. Last night, the ladies' competition was tremendous. Saw the best of the Dreamers. This time, Maki Hurewai and company. Saw real guts and glory from Uawa. And, of course, Ngāti Pro. Tonight here in Game 1, City Lights, who've been one of our great teams, open up this week. Ngāti Pro, of course, ladies champions, saw them last night. We have great basketball clubs here in Gisborne. That word club can be a little deceiving. Truth is, there are more teams, mates that come together. They're not clubs in the club room, high school old boys, OBM sense of the word. But our basketball has rarely been structured along those lines. Okay, now Ryan Walters has scored about the easiest basket you've ever seen score. 35-23, Green Bean. Wayne Wilson Paku, courageously. Reggie Namana. Namana cross court to Muncaster. Muncaster bumps Seth off. Muncaster down the middle. That was a little bit silly and turned the ball over. 3-on-2. Oh, beautiful pass. The Green Bean, they can't afford it. They cannot afford it. They get the opportunity on the break to run him in. They've got to make those layups. That's a Tamari pushed off. He wants a call. Everybody wants something. Everybody needs somebody sometime. That's Joe Tamari, 35-23. 12-point game. Wayne Wilson, that's the front. But you know, it's got to be said, they can't afford that really, Green Bean. They get a chance. Lovely hands from the guards. You have to convert that in the open court, and they missed the layup. And now Ryan Walters once more with the easiest layup you've ever seen. 37-23. Went down the middle there. Didn't come off for Ainsley. Waititi Leach. Muncaster gets to the basket, misses the shot. Temadi. His shot is challenged. What City Lights have done in the last couple of possessions is punish Green Bean. (40-23). Close game at quarter time. Muncaster bumping with Kiwaria. Lowered his head there, Muncaster. Cliff Blumfield providing order in the chaos. happier on this side. Remember too that this game began with 2 referees and now has 3. That is a change. That was Tamari into Donna. Donna holds. Donna good pass to Namina. Namina now for Walters on the wing. Walters not dropping it from the wing. Reggie Namina hard to stop there. Namina, he stays on the boards. He's hard to keep out. He's hard to deny. And if you're a younger player or a smaller player, in the end it can become exhausting. Ngarangi Kahu. Ngarangi Kahu getting a call. That was Wayne Wilson. Now Nuku. Nuku holds the ball. Ryan Walters, good hustle. Over there to Wayne. And look at that there. Kiwaria pleading, wanting the referee to keep an eye on Reg Namina. But the truth is, the referee has to look at that. And if they don't, then the big guy is going to dominate. Namina over there to Muncaster. Muncaster now goes straight to the ring. 42-23. 19-point game. Here is Nuku. Okay, Nuku failing to score. That's Wayne Wilson up against Reggie Namina. It's hard to match power with Namina. Strong guy, big guy. Joe Tamari. Joe getting to the basket. Loose ball situation. Now 4-on-2 in the front court. Nuku, loose one. Kiwaria. 42-25. That was Joe trying hard not to walk. Almost traveled there. Joe Tamari. Namina. Namina's played well. Namina's played well. Saw what needed to be done and did it. Ryan Walters now to Reggie. Reggie pushing back against the youngsters. They're going to continue to fight with him. They're going to lose that battle more often than they win it, but they won it then. Look, good hands. Look at these young guards. Look at them literally fighting for their basketball lives here. (42-25). Got to applaud Green Bean for being tough and taking the ball to the basket. They're going to take some big knocks. They're going to keep coming. Now you watch Kiwaria down there. He and Nuku got to try and win that offensive rebound. It's not going to be easy. Indeed it isn't. Rongamai Smith there on his own boards. 42-25. 17-point game. Muncaster mobbed. Muncaster, Rongamai. Rongamai, quick hands there, Rongamai. A lot of hands, helping hands. Ryan Walters, Ryan Walters. Beautifully balanced by Ryan Walters. 44-25, 19-point game. It's happened out there. Came late. 44-25. Muncaster has it. Call there, goes against Dom Wilson. Muncaster with vast experience, really. Muncaster sees his man off balance and side on, goes straight at him. Muncaster has been around the block a few times. He's been here and done that. Rongamai turn around at the free throw line, and they knock the ball out of the hands of Joe Tamari. Nuku Taylor. Nuku gets around Muncaster. Still has the ball. Tag from behind. Ryan Walters sticks a hand up. You know, a few times tonight you've seen Green Bean penetrate City Lights, as they say, perimeter defense. They have done that. Unlucky too that they were unable to score. One or two moments are going to be remembered, certainly in this period,
failing to score on the breakaway, need to do that against an older team. You need to make them feel their age. Because if you don't, they'll grit their teeth and bounce back. 19-point game. Rongamai there, fabulous. Big guy is a wonderful player. Rongamai over there to Muncaster. To the free throw line, but no further. Muncaster coming around to the right. Being pushed a little. Walters, Rennie. Oh, strongly. Rongamai missed the layup. Well, that's a no-no for Rongamai. That's attempt to finish well there. Reg Namina over against Kiwaria, Muncaster. Muncaster screen set by Rongamai. They reach him for the ball. Loose ball situation now, Rennie has it. Taking these big guys on, gets tiring. Trying to stop them, it's tiring. And now Nuku gets flying here, 2.5 minutes. Got to make some of these layups in the open court, as it were. Nicely there, did it once. Seth Miller with his enthusiasm. Trying to create a steal. Here is Rongamai. Rongamai misses the shot, and he knows that he should have made the shot. Nuku around Muncaster. You almost get the impression that from time to time, three from Seth Miller from the corner, from time to time they almost leave the big guys standing still. However, having said that, Ryan Walters bumping Seth Miller off. 46-30, here's Apaku. Hits the hoop. Ryan Walters has won the rebounds at both ends. 46-30 now Ryan. Turns around against Seth Miller. Scores there, Rongamai tips it in. The big guys, how about the bump there from Ryan Walters? You don't often see Ryan Walters bump a defender off. Paku, watching him as Muncaster. Paku, pass there to Kiwaria. And the truth is that he might have had a layup as well. 48-30, 18-point game. The second period it began. And here in the third period, they've gone to muscle. And it has paid off. It's Arini. Now Muncaster a trade. Nice rebound there from Nuku Taylor. Rongamai going to try and stay with him. He leaves Rongamai for dust. Nice dribble drive here. Nuku there. Long distance call there from Donna. Napier. But you know, the truth of the matter is that in some ways, the further back you are lends you a different perspective. Maybe the perspective to be trusted. 48-30. Here's Nuku. Makes that free throw. I've got to say I'm very impressed by this young man, the way he shoots the ball. His composure, his athleticism, he's skillful. Oh no, loose ball, Kiwaria. Rebound there, far side is Paku. Reggie Namina has it. Don't want to reach into his cylinder. Namina all the way to the basket. Namina has it back. Rongamai tips it in. Will the shot count? Okay. Donna Napier makes the call. 48-31. That was a period during which Ryan Walters, Rongamai Smith, and critically Reggie Namina decided to play big. And what that means is they use their size and strength to bump the youngsters around. There was nothing silly, but certainly they did take one or two bumps. I loved Seth Miller down on the baseline with that little bump from Ryan Walters.
with his hips. Or you can call it your bottom. 48-31. Okay. 48-31. That's a steal by Donna. The quick eye, and Zane Donna gets to the basket. It's a call there from Cliff Blumfield. And Zane Donna, in many ways, reminds of a young Chad Rose. Chad Rose, a legend. Zane Donna gets a steal, gets a long pass, finishes well in the open court. Does that, Zane Donna. 48-31, a 17-point gap. Zaid Donna. On a free throw. Gap is now 18 points. Green Bean. 3 from Wayne Wilson, from Paku. There's a lot goes into being a successful captain. Look there at Don Wilson. Now Reedy, Walters from his favorite left corner. Walters has always shot the ball very well from there. Always shot the ball well from the corners. Here is, this now is Saffin. Trying to penetrate, get inside Green Bean. The odd teardrop like that's going to fall. But the truth is, got to play the game as quickly as they can. Muncaster caught now and dispossessed of the ball on the sideline. That is a very good decision. The referees, the players can do an hour and all that, but the fact of the matter is they stole the ball. And in stealing the ball, they had the last touch. Ryan Walters out of the corner. Reedy, where's Donna? Donna's in the corner. Now Walters over to the left corner. Turn the ball over, Felix Sparks. 52-16. 16-point game. Dom steps in, holds, shoots, and once again it just rims out. Sometimes shots don't fall. Can be for entire games. That's Walters. Walters now, his shot doesn't fall. He looked a little off balance to me. 52-36. Maybe it was a range thing. So Dom with a floater. Very brave. Very brave. 52-36. Walters with a screen. Look at that there. And Walters into Paku. Namina, the great rising sun. Where physicality was required, always supplied it. 52-36. 6 minutes, fourth period. Muncaster, go to the baseline, will he? No, falls away. There, nice fall back there from Scott Muncaster. Nuku, was fouled there by Muncaster. That should have been called, really needed to be called by the trial official. Zaydonna in there against Don Wilson. Clean block. Magnificent. And now it's happened on in. Older brother is a superb player. Tyrese and Safford also very, very good. 54-38. Still a 16-point game, but they can't get close to City Lights. Now it's Reedy in the right corner. Muncaster. Muncaster decides it's time to go. Muncaster. And has hit that fall-away jump shot more than once tonight. Green Bean sometimes dribbling into trouble. turning the ball over, but they run the floor, try to get the ball back. Safford crosses over, gets to Namina, hits the front. Namina and little guy goes after the loose ball. Got to admire his guts. Seriously. Into the lion's den under the rim against Namina and company. They are willing to take a few knocks. Muncaster. Now Reggie Namina. Namina there down to Rongamai. Rongamai reintroduced. Rongamai open side. Rongamai. Guys are challenging Rongamai, and Rongamai makes the shot. Rongamai powerhouse. Tall, strong, and very, very determined. 58-38. Few have ever been as, or even more determined than Rongamai Smith. Wayne Wilson, Paku, a tray. Paku, a 20-footer. Great range there. They're so far behind. Zay Donner. No backcourt violation. Kyle Reaney, Scott Muncaster. Got to put some pressure on the ball, but also can't afford to be beaten off the dribble. Namina handles the ball. Rongamai picks up his dribble. Rongamai. Namina, where is Rongamai? Shot clock violation for the first time tonight. Incredible defensive effort from the young Green Bean team. First time they forced City Lights into a shot clock violation. Felix Sparks, the call. 59-41. 59-41. An 18-point game. You think that the St. Weekly, the youngsters are going to get better? And they stuck with City Lights early on. We're not talking as if this game is over, just making the point that they did stick with City Lights early on. Try and come back, but don't have time on your side. Cliff Blumfield has the ball. They got to inbound the ball. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Green Bean, 59-41, an 18-point game. Dom, Reedy with him, between the legs, and there the floater again. He is creative, has that floater. Nuku. Wow, they're throwing hands out and everything. Trying to get the loose ball, Reedy. Wow, look at that. Look at these guys, Nuku. Cross court, Safford. Good handle to the baseline. Oh, my Smith outraged. Man, is he fired up now? Little guy over there on the baseline, taking it to him. Taking it to him. One thing about these two Wairoa Brown boys, they are fearless. 59-43. Into Rongamai now. Rongamai turns around, has a word to Donna. That is courageous. 59-44. Rongamai furious. One free throw, two free throws. Truth is the youngsters are too far adrift. 59-45. 14-point game. This is where experience comes in handy. Reedy passed there to Tamati. Tamati needed to make that. Tamati has it back now. Tamati don't want to turn it over either. Sometimes you can get caught up, it's hectic. Well, Reedy doesn't know where it's gone. Doesn't know where it's gone. Reedy has it. Reedy down the baseline. Reedy. Carl Rennie actually lost the ball between his legs and then got the ball back. But the little guys get around you. Little guys get under you. 59-45. 14-point game. It's the front there, Carl Rennie. Rennie didn't really know where the ball had gone, I don't think. Free throw made by Rennie. The subs are in. Green Bean. We're competition leaders. It's happened. Okay, turnover. Got a hand of that there, Carl Rennie. Good effort there by Rennie and good reflexes. And now, you know, that's so unusual from City Lights. That sort of turnover, a mindless turnover. And sorry to have to say mindless, but it was really unforced error. Here is Nuku from the baseline, air ball. Now Muncaster. Ball is going to be a backcourt. Okay, Rongamai about to blow up again. Wanted a backcourt violation called there against Green Bean. Brilliant there, Saffin. Once again, always under control when he gets to the rim. And for that reason, is able to finish where others often don't. Rongamai now absolutely furious. Had the ball knocked out of his hand, 60-47. Green Bean. It's Seth for a three. Seth Miller, a three-point shot from Seth Miller, so they hit 50. They need 11 points. I don't think they... Call here. Call there, an intentional foul. Rongamai now making his case. Rongamai having a word there to Felix Sparks. Guys out there are fired up. And in some ways, it means that we have a highly charged, competitive atmosphere. It's highly charged, competitive basketball. You know, it is senior club basketball. It's not participation basketball, but it gets a certificate. You know, this is adult basketball. (60-51) down by 9. Do they dare dream? They dare hope? They'll get the ball back. Now they're 8 points adrift. You can't see it happening, but it could happen. This is the YMCA. This is where anything that can happen does happen. Dom, where's that floater? Wayne Wilson goes up there into Rongamai, bounces off Rongamai. They've turned it over. City Lights have turned it over. Little guy Seth wants the board. And there Seth is, Muncaster's turned it over. I love the fact that these guys play the game with a passion. They go to the floor. Sometimes in their passion they argue with the officials. But it's because they love the game and they want to win. They want to win. Even here in week 4 they want to win. Now Seth has it. Seth to the three-point line. Time is backed up. Pass there, easy shot. Now they need 7. 35.7 seconds. Hope have fought back in literally the last 2 minutes of play. Well, there's no way there were 4 seconds left. There were more than 4 seconds left. That can't be. Well, there weren't 4. Is that 4 minutes? Well, there weren't 4 minutes either. Gone from 4 seconds to 4 minutes? I'm struggling to understand this. Wow, 6 points in it. They need 7 to win. 40 seconds, that's more like it. Now Namana. Over to Muncaster. Muncaster. And Joe misses the shot. Foul from behind by Reaney. She calls the foul there on Sapin to Wairua Brown. Donna Napier. She's a strong lady. She made the call, and she'll live or die by the call. Saffin took the ball to the basket. Well, what's happening now? Saffin took the ball to the basket. I admire Saffin, man, the hammering he's taken. 25.9. Something they could ill afford. And now, once again, the imperturbable calm of Cliff Blumfield, the only man in the YMCA who really knows what's going on. 17.4 seconds left. Cliff Blumfield. How can he stand there like that, smiling away, when players are screaming, players are crying, players are begging, and yet Cliff Blumfield, an ocean of calm surrounds umpire or referee Cliff. I am enjoying it. 60-56. They got to get it in bounds. Muncaster there. Might have pushed Wayne Wilson off. Might have. Okay, Muncaster. And it goes their way. This could be the biggest finish of the season so far. It's Seth. Seth off the three-point line. Seth hasn't. Got to shoot it. He's got to shoot a three-pointer from there. 60-56. They won that, City Lights. But in terms of nerves, the nerves of the audience, are there any nerves left? Cliff Blumfield, Felix Sparks, Donna Napier making the call. I was very impressed by the way that they handled it. The end of the game, Sapin Wairua Brown comes over. And he knows that he was passionate out there. That's what you want. I think that's a lovely gesture to finish. You have players come over to the referee and say, hey, I was a little upset. But I'll live with it.
Wonderful finish to game one here in week 4. 60-56, City Lights prevailed over the very gutsy Green Bean team, and they gave it everything. You can't say that they weren't ready because they gave it one hell of a try. They gave it a hell of a try, but City Lights prevailed. And now Adam Harford, with Nelson Brown swinging his arms maniacally, preparing to contest the opening tip in game 2. Game 2, Donna Brown, or Donna Napier, the ball up there, Ray Noble! Ray Noble thought he'd hop up to catch it. Dreams are free. Jason Tuapawa, down to the corner. This is our Luca Russell. Ethan Arangioni Pearson. The young man, the super ref. Simon Wilson, Wee Brown, Ethan, trying to stick with Simon. Now Luke Bradley, Luke Harford turns around. Shot didn't fall. Here's the left-handed Ethan. Harford, tell you what, you know what? If Luca had turned around, if he'd gotten around to Harford, he would have run slap bang into Ray. Get away from Harford. Run into Ray. Now that's the lesser of two evils. Ray Noble, great pass. Then Simon Wilson, cut back door, couldn't make the reverse layup. Jason Tuapawa, massive Marauders. Now there were the Raiders. Ethan, one dribble. Got a bump from Ray, Nelson Brown. I love Ethan's enthusiasm, the little jack in the box. Like he's been waiting for this all day. Couldn't wait to get here. Couldn't wait to do it. Nelson, big guy, 6'4". Makes the first free throw. Guys are lucky out there. Real experience. Cliff Blumfield, Donna Napier. People who've given an enormous amount to the game. She's a wonderful servant of the game, so is Cliff. Trying to get the ball inside to Simon. Now Ethan. Crossover. Try to get between the defenders. Try to roll the ball off somebody's foot. Ethan wants a call. But right now he's not a referee, he's a player, so he's got to be a good boy. Daly, the lefty, little lefty. Ray down to Harford. Ray feeding Harford. Harford and Ray together, doing the damage. 4-zip. Got the open man there, Ray Noble, and Harford made the shot. 6 minutes, 17 seconds. Okay, the ball was on the ring, then the ball dropped off. Now Ethan with a long dribble. Ethan in the open court. Finds Jason Tuapawa. Tuapawa scored. Ray Noble. Adam Harford. Adam and Ray, a lethal combination. Ray, again, Ray! Ray, Adam Harford, they're an unglamorous pair, but boy oh boy, do they get the job done. Call there as a carry against Luca Russell. Adam Harford and Ray Noble making it count here in the first period, their experience. And I'll tell you what, they pick up the open man, that's what they do here, 6'5". Ray again, Ray! Well, maybe that's asking too much. 2 assists to Ray Noble for Adam Harford. Maybe that's pushing it. Here is Ethan with a beautiful jump pass there. Nelson disappointed there to miss the shot. Got a good pass from Ethan. Ngarangioni Pearson. Simon Wilson. Where's Harford? Harford on the right. Ray looks at him. Ray looks back to Simon.
Pop down to Lukey. This is Luke Bradley. Daly, Ray. Where's Harford? Got a good pass there from Ray. Now Luke bumps Nelson out of the way. Comes down the baseline. What's the call? Well, I heard there was a stoppage. Don't quite understand why there was a stop to Jason Tuapawa. 8-all. We may never know. Maybe it's better to not know. Daly. Simon Wilson. Wilson coming off the sideline. Inside to Luke. Pull up. Jason Tuapawa mistimed his jump. Here's Jason Tuapawa. Here. Oh, what a pass! That's a wonderful pass there. Jason Tuapawa and Ethan. Only Ethan can finish on a play like that. Ethan got a great pass. Jason Tuapawa, Ray. Ray now, Adam. Oh, Adam! Adam! Oh, really? Can't believe Harford would miss on that shot. Wide open under the basket. Willie Brown, almost in tired fashion, turns the ball over. Luke Bradley, Harford runs the floor. I gotta say I'm surprised that Adam Harford didn't finish on that other play. Got a really good pass. He bombed it. 10-8. 10-8 to the Raiders over the massive Marauders. Well, you know that last shot attempt by Adam Harford, I don't really know what happened. Maybe he was distracted. Whatever it was, something else. 10-8, 2-point game. Ethan Rangioni Pearson, incredible the way he swung through, made that layup, Ethan. I love that layup. Man. Thrilling play. This is Ethan Rangioni Pearson here. Best young referee that I've ever seen, certainly here. This is David Glendenning, known as Juice. Over to Willie Brown. Juice again. Dribble drive for Ethan. Ethan gets the three away. Doesn't make the shot. Glendenning now rebounds. He's waiting for Ethan to cut through, and that's a... We saw some rugged play in game one. Now 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Just having a word here, referee Donna Napier. This is David Glendenning. Willie Brown, that three-point shot, has always been capable of making that work. Daly, the lefty. Daly now into Simon Wilson. Simon, Ethan, Willie Brown, three again. Willie, the front of the hoop this time. Willie on in. Sometimes it just gets away from you. Willie Brown's online. Shoots it so sweetly. Shoots it so sweetly. Willie Brown has always shot the ball well. Now Daly ready, on in. A bump there from Nelson Brown. And now back into the fray comes Ray Noble. Ray back out there for Adam Harford. Daly ready. See you back on. Former Gisborne Boys High School captain. Daly ready. 15-10. 5-point game. Glendenning now to Ethan. Somewhat laboured pass. Somebody get a hand on the ball. Here now is Daly Adede with Ethan coming from behind. Ray Noble. Ray has it. Ray's in charge. Ray handles the ball. Ray now to Luke Bradley. Beautifully done. Tremendous pass there from Ray Noble. Finding Luke Bradley, who sealed his man under the hoop. Nice play there. Ray Noble, expert play. Set Luke up. All he had to do was put the ball in the basket. 3-point play. Bradley, Simon Wilson out of the corner. Now Simon hits a three-pointer from the corner, and they would be very pleased about that, Marauders, because does shoot the ball well, not so often the three. Glendenning around Simon. Arangioni Pearson has great range, and now to 20. Shoots the ball beautifully. Luke Bradley, Daly, jump past Ray. Ray! Oh, well, Ray. Ray can do it all, Ray. Ethan, it's on Willie Brown. It's the back, that's Simon Wilson. So Ray showing everybody that he can still shoot it. Daly, wide out. Nelson Brown there with a big block. Big guy, Nelson. Very clean, fair player, Nelson Brown. A gentle giant in a place where historically the Giants haven't been all that gentle. Nelson with a clean block. Attention now shifts to Ray. The finisher of all eyes. Simon, back to Daly. Daly going to try and beat Ethan inside. Ray, over to Adam. Now Simon again. Hits the front. Daly rebounds. That's Luke Bradley. Luke Bradley with a jump hook. That shot up, left-handed. Willie Brown, 18-20. 20-18. Raiders lead by 2. Willie Brown. Wee Brown out there, screen set. Ethan just about walked. Here's Willie Brown now, a 25-footer, if not 30, from Ethan. And very rarely you see the young man travel. I think he was expecting the whistle to be blown. It wasn't. 20-18. Continue to lead by 2. Some classic basketball in this period. Ray Noble and Adam Harford. Magnificent together in and around the ring. Noble into Harford. Then later on, Noble into Luke Bradley. And Luke Bradley scores. Harford made a three-point play because of Ray Noble. Later on, Bradley made a three-point play because of Ray Noble. Very good passing. No question about it. You watch those guys out there, you think, if they were playing with a really young team, would they provide more structure? The answer to that is sometimes older players work with a young group. Sometimes they don't. In the case of Ray, with this veteran group, I think he works best with them. He played with a very young team in Gisborne Boys High School back in 1999. And that experience was probably a little bit frustrating for all concerned. Guys turned the ball over and made mistakes. Now, our clock. Okay, this is Adam Tapsell. He's about to inbound. Inbounds now to Adam Harford. Harford with the right foot as the pivot foot. Simon Wilson. Simon Wilson is, well, our clock has just started. We had 18 additional seconds. Ethan, there. That was a good pass. Was a good pass. Sometimes you got to play with these guys a little while. Ray Noble. Ray doing it all tonight. Ray shot the ball well, Ray. Passed the ball well. Ray Noble has been very good tonight for the Massive Marauders. Ethan. Now Willie Brown. Ethan there with a putback. They let him in. Ray Noble be furious about that. The young guy just blowing through there and putting it back in. Man, how dare he? Who does he think he is? Ray? They get running. Ethan versus Simon. Had to go out wide. Good D actually from Simon Wilson. Handles the ball, gets bumped by Jason Tuapawa. Ray Noble has it. Looks to set Daly up. Instead turns it over. Now Luca Russell. This game lacking a bit of shape. Ray be annoyed about that. Now it's a 2-point game. Daly ready again. To the middle, to the free throw line. Off the wrong foot there, the one-hander. What they call a floater, 24 all. So now the Raiders have drawn level. Simon Wilson had a steal for a moment. Willie Brown. Ray reaches out for the rebound. Ray trying to control Willie Brown. Ray called there. Willie Brown had a second shot opportunity, and you don't get many of those against the Marauders. 24-24. Willie Brown. Once upon a time, it's around about 2000. Was described by then Gisborne Boys High School coach Frank Russell as a natural shooter, as a natural scorer. I can't believe it's been 23 years since the boys stayed at Kennedy Park. Played so hard for every point they scored. That particular trip, they had Jose Gear as their assistant coach. Tuapawa, Luca. No point trying to bump Ray. Ray waging war down there on the boards. Adam Tapsell. Whoa, look at that. Willie Brown and Adam Harford. It was a loose ball. Ethan got around Ray. Scored on the other side of the basket. Good for him. 27-24. Daly over there to Luke, right side of the court. Harford working hard down there. Young Darius Leach. We're in that 15. Try by Lukey. Darius, good strong youngster. 27 all, 5 minutes. Left side to Ethan. Ethan Trey, that 25 feet at a conservative estimate. We never exaggerate, 25 feet. 30 points to 27, what a tray there by Ethan. Daly led it, Luca tries to stay with him. Daly, counters Willie. Now Adam Harford, left-handed. Jason Tuapawa, did he turn it over? Ball rolled out of court. Luke Bradley, okay. One arm that way. Great minds don't always think alike. But that's one of the wonderful things about life. You're allowed to disagree. Even the referees. 30-27. One of the things I enjoy about these referees, there are no egos. They work together. There are 3 teams out there, as they say. 30 points to 27. An exciting night of Gisborne Club basketball. Only game 2 of 4. What a thrill. Ethan out there made that fantastic layup swinging through. 3-point plays. Ray Noble putting on a show with the great assists. Finding his people, Adam Harford. And later on, Luke Bradley. Luke Bradley playing strongly too for a guard. Ethan, Ngarangioni Pearson. This is Willie Brown. Willie Brown, now Luca. Luca to Adam, goes open court. Luca, Adam Harford. Seeing the end of Luca, Willie Brown. Trails the play, that's Ethan. Adam Tapsell has it. Adam Tapsell stays calm. You got to stay calm and carry on. Daly, bounce pass Adam. Adam, there with another good pass. Simon Wilson. The Marauders play good team basketball. They are not flashy. Willie Brown there, bumping on in against Luke Bradley. Now to the middle, here's the youngster, young Waititi Leach. Darius nicely done. 32-29, 3-point game. Sometimes, you know, there's a lot happening. Got to compose yourself. Stays with Adam Tapsell. Now comes out to Simon Wilson. Might have been out of range there. That looked like a shot at 20 plus feet. Here is Luca Russell. I know it's a tough call, but it is the right call. There against Luca Russell. He's obviously spent plenty of time in the gym. 32-29, 3-point game. Just know the basket won't count. That's what Cliff Blumfield has just told Camille Collier. We're very lucky to have the referees we have, the scorers we have, the timekeepers we have. They do a magnificent job for the GBA. They are here night after night, week after week, month after month, year after year. Great service to the game. 32-29, servants of the game. Daly a lefty like Ethan. Ethan sticks to him like glue. Loose ball situation, Simon, Daly, Adam to the basket, rumbling on in, misses the shot. Lukey there and he missed the shot. Got to get a putback. Got to score your putbacks. Luke Bradley now into Simon. Simon between his legs, turns around. Darius there with a change of pace. Did that beautifully, a change of pace. Beat, I think, Lukey down there on the baseline and scored. Nice finish there from Darius. Adam Harford. Well, there's Willie Brown. As I've said so often, sometimes you got to use what God gave you. There, Willie Brown with a little bump. Sometimes you got to bump the cutter. That's what we talk about, bumping the cutter. Adam Harford. So Bradley air ball out of the corner. Willie Brown now down the middle. Willie Brown to the free throw line, no defense. Was no D. Now Luca Russell has his reward. I thought that was amazing, the way that Willie Brown just ran down the middle of the free throw line. Nobody came out to guard him. Nobody hustled him. Luca Russell, this would be a three-point play. Remember, he scored initially. Now it's the front. Simon Wilson has the ball. 36-7. Well, the truth is that you have a body cylinder, and you've got to stay in your cylinder. Sometimes you tell that to players, you've got to stay in your cylinder, and they look at you just with a vacant expression on their faces. Your cylinder is my cylinder. Ray Noble, nobody's sharing his cylinder. Ray has it. Ray now to Luke Bradley. Lukey goes wide. Tough layup to make that wide. David Glendenning maybe for Ethan. Ngarangioni Pearson. Willie Brown now, Willie Brown. Front there, that's Willie Brown for David Glendenning. Now that's Willie Brown. That must, wow, walk there called by Donna Napier. She's sharp. She's sharp. Doesn't miss much. Our people, they don't miss anything. 36-29, 7-point game. Here's Adam Harford. See the look on his face? He was getting ready to explode. And Adam explodes down the baseline there. Willie Brown. Ethan shot one from 25. Ethan now hits the front. Willie Brown, brilliant golfer as well. All-round sportsman, extraordinary sportsman. Darius, wow, look at that. And that was Ethan getting thrown out of there. See him get thrown out of there. There are some places you don't want to go. And Ethan, with his athleticism, if you haven't figured out how the game's going to be refereed by now, then you need to pay attention. Simon Wilson, Adam Harper with a good catch. Adam Harper deserved that to sit. He's played pretty well. That one didn't sit. Willie Brown, 38-31, 7-point game. I thought Simon grabbed him by the arm. David Glendenning with a speculator. Now Ethan gets them a 9-point lead. Simon Wilson holds the ball. Oh, Adam reaches out, catches it. I didn't think he was going to catch it. I didn't think he could catch it. Not then. Willie Brown gets Ethan going. Little guy looks up at the clock, bumps into Luke. Ethan Arangioni Pearson. Short side, David Glendenning out. Hooks him up, as the kids say. 40-31. 3 seconds, a three. Hits the front. Okay, 40-31. 40-31. 2-minute break. Enjoyable hoops. I don't know, was I seeing things earlier? I saw Ethan under the basket, and then all of a sudden he just was thrown out of there, thrown out of the key. Well, somebody must have done something to him, because there's no way that he just would have flown out of the key like that. To be honest, you know, there's a Gisborne part of me, when I saw Ethan flung out of the key, and he had this furious look on his face, I got to admit, there's a Gisborne part of me that quite enjoyed it. I thought that was quite funny. Anyway, 40 points to 31, 9-point game. They play a strong brand of basketball here. They don't apologize for it. Apologize. They'd never apologize. Ethan now having a word to Cliff Blumfield down there. And then you give them the thumbs up. They give you the thumbs up. And you go back to calling it exactly the way you did before. I love the way those conversations start. Look, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I was pushed off earlier. Now you're doing a really good job. Just watch the pushing. You know, great game, but just the elbows, that's all. 40-31. Rough, tough GBA. The most enjoyable basketball, inch for inch, pound for pound, anywhere. Good fun. 40-31. Willie Brown inbounds the ball. Jason Tuapawa out there with him, with Ethan Arangioni Pearson, Luca Russell, Nelson Brown. Jason, Willie Brown gets a three away. And Ray Noble, the first rebound of the second half. First rebound of the third period. And the Marauders, the first turnover of the third period. Ethan coming around to the right. First jumper sits in the second half. 40, yes, that should be 42-31. Adam Harper, man. Ray Noble, rather Willie Brown, down there with Harford. This is our Willie Brown. Going to the basket. Sometimes the veterans, they tangle up. There's life in the old dog yet. Adam Harford, he and Willie Brown both wanted the ball. Only one could have it. I want what you've got, and you'll give it to me, or we will have issues. 43-31. Luke Bradley inbounds the ball. for the Marauders. Okay, that was a nice pass there by Adam Harper. Last touch there. Willie Brown, none too happy with that. The Raiders, 44-31, 13-point game. Luke Bradley has it, should put it back in. Should have put it back in, didn't. Luca Russell. Simon, not much he could do in that situation. Ethan there, dogging Daly's every step. Ray Noble, now for Luke Bradley. Harford wants the ball. Nelson, big guy be disappointed with that. He had the ball. 46-31, a 15-point game. And Willie Brown trying to get away from Adam Harper. Adam Harper grabbed him by the shirt there. Okay. Jason Tuapawa got up quickly. Anybody else see Adam grab Willie Brown's shirt down the sideline? Luke Bradley. Now Ray Noble. Luke. Luke, three-pointer by Luke Bradley. Shots off. Daly had it. Ethan's got it. Ray trying to keep up. That's Luke Bradley. Went up to make the dunk shot. Got bumped by Lukey. Many years ago, they used to have here what they call a no-dunk policy. That is that you don't allow anyone to make that shot over you. One of the real exponents of that policy was Ricky Gear, the man of steel. You certainly, how you went up was your business, but how you came down was the Rickster's business. 50 points to 31 now. They're pulling away. 19 points. Daly trying to get around Ethan. It's not easy to do. Simon struggling on that one. Here now is Jason Tuapawa for Ethan zipping. Oh, great pass. There to Luca Russell. Did you see how quickly Ethan Ngarangioni Pearson got into the middle? He got into the middle like Quicksilver. Pass down low. Nelson taps it back to Tuapawa. Tuapawa, a three. Now Daly did it. 53-31. Simon one dribble. Harford to work. Harford. Ethan bumps Harford. It's Luke Bradley with a good pass. Well, was that a shot or not? I got no idea that was Adam Tapsell. Ended up now Luca Russell. Luca Russell with a lob. 55-31. Daly is very quick, but to get around Ethan is very difficult. And he does it. Not only that, but beats the big guy Nelson Brown inside as well. Fantastic shot from Daly there. That was Adam Harford. Adam Harford, great competitor. Reminds me in some ways of old surfers immortal Scott Lowe. Those who remember Scott Lowe. 25 years since dinosaurs ruled the earth. Big tough man. And he never gave a sucker an even break. 55-33. Adam Harford played well tonight in the first period. The tempo was very methodical. And the Marauders controlled events. But here, now in the third period, 22-point gap has opened up because the Raiders have been able to play up tempo. Yes, they've had some jump shots set, but more importantly, they've been able to play the game at pace, play the game more quickly. Ethan on into free throw made. You know, years ago, Wise Heads, there weren't so many dunk shots made because it just wasn't worth knocked around with Bradley. Way there to Daly. That was a pretty rough passage of play, to be honest. 57-33, 24-point game with Willie Brown. Luca Russell doesn't know what to do, back to Brown. Brown hits the back iron, Harford rebounds. So for the Marauders to get back into it, their defense would have to pick up markedly. They can't afford to turn the ball over. Luca makes the layup wisely. Luke Bradley now. Adam holds onto it. Goes to Simon Wilson, got it on the baseline. Ball bounced twice, or it made its way to Daly. Now Harford. These are the sorts of, hit him on the back of the head and scored there, Harford. I don't think that affected his shot. 59-35, 24-point game. Each getting the ball inside, and the cutter scores. Nice pass there from Darius. 61-35. 26 points in it now. 3-point play. Well, 62-35. That's a Harford turning it over to Glendenning. Glendenning now for Ethan. Ethan quickly getting around Adam Tapsell. I thought that was a very good defensive effort from Adam Tapsell. Harford in there against Leach and scores. That one knee up, what Chris Anderson used to call the extension of the leg. Former Gisborne Boys High School captain Chris Anderson. Luca Russell lowers the shoulder. Adam Harford. Ray Noble gets running, fills the lane. Luke Bradley with Ray over there in the corner. This is Adam now for Ray in the corner. Ray holds the ball. Luca Russell, Ethan. That's Scoop. Here is Ray. Here is Adam. And here is Ray. Ray to Adam. Adam, that's a good pass. Very good pass from Adam Tapsell to Luke Bradley there with the jump hook. Every now and then they reel in the ears, the massive Marauders. It's not going to make a difference from this point. They're down at the moment by 25, but still capable of rattling their sabres a little. Ray Noble now into Adam. What can he do in here? Ray Noble, ball inside to Adam. I got to tell you, I really enjoyed that. I thought that was great entertainment. That was good stuff. That seemed to be happening in slow motion. 64-39. Chadwick Rose. Member of the great Ritana Bulls Lytton High School team that made the national finals. Just trying to remember the year. Was it 92? Was it 91? Chad Rose. Rose has it. He's a talent, even at this late stage. Ethan Arangioni Pearson. Ethan, there with a jump pass. Chad Rose. First field goal of the year. First field goal of this league. One of the great ones for Ideal Electrical, for Pure Sound, for the Vapors. Wow, that was Adam running Headlong there into Wee. Now Chad Rose. Rose up to Ethan, the three. And thought he'd have that loose ball. Daly ready now, confronted by Juice. There was 66-39, the third period. Ethan takes a bump. Tell you what I've liked about Ethan Pearson tonight is that once or twice he hasn't been happy with the call. Nobody expects you to be happy with it, but you've got to live with it. Ray Noble. Ray running out of ideas. And now it's Luke Bradley. Luke Bradley, turn around there. 4 seconds. Glenn Denning. Rose. Gap has opened up, and it's opened up because Raiders have played up-tempo basketball whenever possible. The older team, which is to say a lot older, the Marauders, it's been hard for them to chase the likes of Ethan Ngarangioni Pearson back. Over on the far sideline is Ray Noble. Ray at halfway. Ray will inbound the ball. Luke Bradley. Daly ready. Ray chugs to the knuckle. Simon down into Adam Harper. It's fouled by Luca Russell. Harford does a good job of getting to the free throw line. Free throw shooting has never been all that good here. Club basketball. People just don't shoot enough foul shots. You've got to shoot hundreds to be any good. And if you don't, then it won't. 70-41, 29-point game. Luca around the back, I think, inadvertently. Nelson. Now Luca. Up his dribble again. Into Adam Harford. Luca strong. Ray Noble there. I love that. That is old school. Just grab him by the arm. That's... You may be able to jump higher than you can, but you try to shoot it with one arm, it ain't easy. Ray just with a throwback to the way it used to be. Just grabbed him by the arm. I think that was brilliant. 70-41. Adam Harford stepped in early, but he made the free throw there, Luca Russell. 71-41. Daly down the left sideline into the corner. Harford skillful there. Harford maybe had more time than he thought. Ray with a little jumper. That didn't sit. Here now is Willie Brown. Willie Brown to the free throw line for Ethan. Ethan gets the three away. Ethan trying to evade Chad. .74 at the front. Lukey has it. Did really well there, Luke. Called for a backcourt violation. Now Adam Harford. Over spilt milk. Luca around Daly and scores. Luca Russell has played with a lot of determination to be determined out there. If you're soft or you cry for calls from the referees, they'll just ignore you. You got to play hard. Those guys have the whistles, they'll blow the whistle. If they don't, there's no point being a howly bag. 76-41, 35-point game. Luca there with a bounce pass meant for Ethan. Ethan stops, takes stock, shoots, hits the back iron. Sometimes you got to slow down. That was a on. Donna there against Ethan. That was a Daly. Getting around the defense and scoring. Called for a timeout. He still hasn't got it. Simon Wilson, nice control. Adam Harper, now Simon Wilson. Adam Harper there finding Simon. 83-45 here in the fourth period. Simon, now Ray with a dribble. Ray a dribble, now pauses. Difference between a pause and a delay. Harford on the baseline. Air ball. Well, Ray might as well shoot it. Ray now to Adam. You know, Ray Noble has found it. The massive Marauders. They're not in the game on the scoreboard, but they've played some good hoops. Chad Rose at three. Didn't look bad. That was Adam Harper got dropped there by Nelson Brown. What is the... okay, call us time. Stepan Pashev. That sort of thing has long been a feature of club ball. Just really rugged, tough basketball. Adam hit the deck. Nelson ran back on deep. Life carried on. 85-47. Young Ethan Ngarangioni Pearson. Very lucky to have him here. I do remember hearing a long time ago that to dunk the ball after the whistle had been blown was a technical foul. But my memory is getting a little hazy. Willie Brown gets by Adam. Simon Wilson pinned him to the backboard. Simon. Lukey, all away. Man, that's some scrappy, rough stuff. Brown, he's A-OK. Ethan, there with a no-look pass to Wee Brown. And backdoor layup. 87-47. It is now. Luke Bradley ends up with the dregs and scores off the scraps. 38 points, 2 minutes. Here, Luca Russell. I like the way he's finishing this game. Finishing this game strongly. 89-49. That was Wee Brown looking for a steal. Daly a scrapper and achieves the putback against much taller players. Ethan wanting that dunk shot. 1 minute left. Wee. Pull down low to Darius. Now Adam. Over to Luke Bradley. Darius in for a layup. Makes it. Nice finish. One thing to end up with a loose ball, another thing to finish. Nice finish. 91-51. Probably won't hit the 100, the Raiders. But
big score. That's Simon Wilson. Luca down the middle. Luca, lovely athlete. 93-51, 42 points in it. Here is Daly as the clock winds down. That was Ethan wanted it like you would not believe. With a second left, Daly, 93-51. 93-51. The Raiders over the massive Marauders. Remember, in the first game, it was 60 points to 56. Okay, the Stallions. Waingapu Stallions versus SE Systems. And Systems, the first field goal. Systems in the light blue, Stallions in the yellow. And Systems Tom Kepper picked up a steal, but then turned the ball over to Zip. Stallions a new team, some interesting players, some new players. Lifeblood of our game, new players. Players wanting to learn, players wanting to develop. Steiny DY out there in 7. He's one that you might watch out for. Can shoot the ball. And EC Systems down the middle. Tane Sparks. There wears 9 light blue, Felix Sparks. Referee Felix Sparks, and also Amoy Tasso. Adrian Peachy. Peachy holds on to it. Gets Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp, very good value last week. Big guys can be. Manu Jones wears the 10, Manu. And Manu Jones has scored for the Waingapu Stallions their first points in a competition game in the YMCA. First 3 weeks played over at the John McFarlane Memorial Sports Centre, and this is our first week back at the iconic YMCA. 2-2. What a neat moment for Manu Jones. This is Manu again, guarded by Peachy. Stallions come from a brilliant ad-lib background, nothing wrong with that. Matt Kemp. I don't think there's as much ad-lib, formerly known as street ball, in Gisborne as there used to be. Very important part of our game. That was Keenan Rudu Pohadama with the ball out deep to Tane Sparks. It's Tom Kepper, and the putback not for Keenan Rudu Pohadama. Stallions making him work for it. Finally makes the reverse layup. Keenan Rudu Pohadama doing an excellent job as coach of Gisborne Boys High School, working with a young team. Manu, right side. Adrian Peachy, okay, there's a clock problem, or so it would seem. Referee Felix Sparks paying close attention to that. Young man's attention to detail, picking up immediately. Clock wasn't operating. Sometimes you'll hear people say that the referee shouldn't be watching the clock. Of course he does. Situation like this. I love the fact that Manu Jones scored their first field goal tonight, the Waingapu Stallions. You feel like you belong, you're out there, you're on the court, you're on the floor. We're on the board. The Waingapu Stallions on the board. Stallions for you, Harmony Kepper, we're 6, Raiden Biddle 1, Mike Kemp 2, Jesse Sweeney 3, Steiny DY 7, David Sweeney 4, Kalai Jury 6, Dylan Akurangi 8, Manu Jones 10. Some guys out here who are athletic. The first time that you step out onto a GBA court club ball, it's different. I'll say again, our table officials do a really good job. Truth is, the YMCA is an older stadium. And there are gremlins. 0.4 seconds left. Blades were 2 points up on Perp and yellow. And then Jimmy Wilson with 4 seconds left. Dribbled twice and shot a 3 and won the grand final. You ask, how can a man
dribble twice and shoot a three? Well, the answer is he did. That was the 2011 grand final, 12 years ago now. Waingapu Stallions. First year in the competition. Felix Sparks, Adrian Peachy, and bounce to Tom Kepper. Went to Rotorua boys, did well there, no surprise. Sort of youngster who fit in anywhere. Shot didn't drop for Attain Sparks. Now score 6-2. Stallions here in the first period. And a jury. They steal Tom. Down court to the young Sparks. Keenan Urupuadama. Fortnight ago had a tremendous shooting game. That's good stuff there from Sweeney. Jury, I'm sorry. Keenan Urupuadama. Keenan with a no-look pass to Matt Kemp out deep. Kemp, and the ball is rolled home for Matt Kemp. This is Manu, top of the circle. Explosive stuff. Get into the basket. A shame there for LA Jury. Now Adrian Peachy bumps into Manu Jones. And I thought that was a good non-call by Amoy Taso. Guys are trying hard, enjoying their basketball. Will be the Harmony Kepper, and falls back. Was not a bad shot attempt. It's a Keenan Urupuadama to the running Tom Kepper. Lovely athlete in the open court and will not miss too many open layups. Tom Kepper plays a very simple but effective game. Shoots the ball well. Manu with Harmony up top, never gets the ball. 12-2. One of the big questions is always going to be, will these teams come for a second season? Love to see them become a permanent part of the competition. Tom Kepper on the sideline to Keenan. Jesse Sweeney. Sweeney there, good handling skills. Good handle. The Stallions just need a couple of shots to sip. Keenan had an easy layup there, put back by Powder. Well, you know, that was a pretty basic layup. Mind you, we've all done it. I mean, everybody's going to miss a layup now and then. Stallions, they get an open shot, they're going to take it. 14-2. 14-2 is that Peach and that Keenan. And Powder. Three of the best. Marty Guider out there now. Son from memory of Francis Reed, original rising sun. The Stallions, the Waingapu Stallions. Might have got a call there, the Stallions. Probably should have. That was Stoney Dewey. Marty Guider. Matt Kemp has it, one dribble. Out deeper, just touches the hoop. Manu Jones over halfway. Oh no. Okay, that was Mike Kemp actually. A couple of taller players with Mike Kemp and Manu. A couple of taller players with Mike Kemp and Manu Jones, who's left the court. 2 minutes left here. A major triumph if these teams come back next year. Okay, ball there, it's the top corner of the backboard. Jump put up by David Sweeney. SE Systems, been in the league for, well, as Sparks first came in 1997. 26 years in the competition, and these guys, first year, they're the first team play under that Stallions banner. To the basket there, Jesse Sweeney. Keenan, their alley-oop play, I don't know what he thought he was doing. You know, to be honest, sometimes you're asking too much. Well, good handle there from, Kemp. Mike Kemp's wearing 2. Keenan has it. Heads up for Tom. Down the middle is Powder. SC Systems, to be honest, with a couple of strange turnovers that don't really understand. 16-4, first period, minute left. Jury. This is a Jesse wearing the 3, goes down into the low block. Sometimes that's going to happen. You've got a new team. I mean, there are some veterans that have played tonight in game 1. Certainly, they turned the ball over a lot. They've got no excuse. Been playing the game for 30 years. It was Sparks. Now we got a watch. Now we got buzzer. Well, what do we have this for? That 18-4. Jury. Good pass. Beautifully done. That's lovely shot there from David Sweeney. He might have got bumped too, to be honest. He probably should have. Probably should have got a call. Stunned anyway. Only 10 seconds left. Matt Kemp can't miss this. 18-6, the grandstand finish. Only got 2 seconds. Shot from halfway, 20-6. Great to see a new team join the ranks of the GBA and enjoy their basketball. Waingapu Stallions. Sometimes teams will join the league and you'd say that they don't last that long, but a little bit deceptive to say that. The players come back. Quite often the players come back year after year. Neat tonight to see a young Carew Fernley back in town. 6'8" grandson of Pat Ransley. Great Poverty Bay rugby man. Legend of the game. 20 points to 6. Gisborne YMCA, where played the Celtics, where played Pure Sound. Names that loom large in the history of Gisborne Club basketball. So too now Sparks, a revered team, an iconic team. Powder from over there in the corner, right corner. SC Systems. Once upon a time played as Sparks. It's the jumper there, Matt Kemp rebounds. And Raiden Biddle out there, where's one? So Powder, they get Raiden there with a steal. Oh, good steal. Raiden there with a steal. Good play. 23 points to 6. Peachy, okay, that's a 3. Off by young Sparks. Dylan Akurangi. That's a wonderful sporting name here. The number of rugby players and rugby teams I've seen with members of the family. Okay, Manu keeping Powder honest over there on the rebounds. Here now is Adrian Peachy. And Peachy's off. Good rebounding. Good rebounding here from the Stallions. That was a nice pass from Sweeney. Didn't get a call, might have got a call. Should have really got a refereeing call too, got bumped around. Manu runs the floor. Adrian Peachy for Martin Ida. These new teams, they come in. Traditionally, you know, they take a little while to get used to playing
Not so much structured basketball. Enthusiasm of these guys. You can tell a bounce in their stride. Peachy to that right hand now, Powder. A good rebound. And got it away too. Got a great pass. And they score. That was Dylan Akurangi, but Raiden Biddle with an excellent rebound. Put a teammate in a better position. Powder from Peachy. Brilliant stuff. Seeing history unfold. People we've never seen play the game with new skills, new style of play. The ability to adjust, that's Raiden. Takes a shot. Take many more over the years. That's what it's all about here. Got to try things. It's club basketball. That's part of that. That was probably, honestly, one of the most difficult shots could have attempted. Really hard to make a layup that wide. Okay, still turnover. That was Tom Kepper. Raiden trying to keep up with Tommy. Tommy's very good. He just does everything. Tom Kepper, he just does it so simply. You know what I mean? He doesn't try to add anything to it that it doesn't need. Very effective player. Be honest, a joy to watch. Number of players I've seen over the years that had to dandy it up or fancy something up. Right there with the bounce pass, love the bounce pass. Is that Dylan Akurangi? It's the back, that's our Powder for the hustling Adrian Peachy. Peachy turns it over. Well, a few turnovers. Here's Dylan Akurangi. That's Manu versus Kemp. Will he drive the middle? Oh, good bounce pass. Waingapu Stallions developing some confidence here. More touches, more touches. No matter who you are or what team you play for, everybody gets better. More often they get a touch of the ball. That's Matt Kemp trying hard not to turn it over. Trying very hard. Part of that's going to be a tough shot. This is some scrappy, loose basketball here. That was some pretty tough basketball. I think a nice finish. Nice finish from Powder. Powder Dews, but up until then, it was manic. 29-8. 21-point game. That's a lovely pass. Another loose ball. That's Tane Sparks. Okay. Powder Dews does well, you know, sometimes he's in a tight spot. Hey, Catherine, have we got two number 8s? Or is it an 8 and a 6? But is it an 8 and a 6? Which one is the 6, the stronger one? I'm not being funny, I'm just asking. Is the 6 the bigger one? He's sitting down here. Stein Eddie, where's the 7? Watch for him, Dylan Akurangi is 8. Biddle taking the shot. Missed the shot, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. This is a jury. So Mike Kemp, shots away. Now Tom out to the running Kenan. That Kemp over there in the 2. Good strong stuff by Dylan Akurangi. Good strong move. It didn't come off, but good strong move. Okay, that's Sparks. Loose ball, now Keenan a tray. Has a good long jump shot. 38-10. Second period. Just under 2 minutes left before halftime. It's Dylan Akurangi. Lovely touch. See, you can see it. You can see the potential. You can see the promise.
Here now is Peachy back for a Tane. Tane a little long on the tray. But you know, the truth is, all players learn, all players make mistakes. Keith Twitty was a Celtics player in 1997, and he shot an air ball from the free throw line. Guys attacking the hoop. That's good to see too from David Sweeney. Now Adrian Peachy. Peachy there, over to Keenan. Bounce pass. The shot's off. Okay, ball might have touched one of the Stallions. It did. Martin Ida. Good spirit out there between these teams. Last game from time to time, it was a bit rough, but this game been very good. Adrian, well, look at that, good defense. That's what you got to do. Got to try and get a loose ball. So Jury there trying to get a loose ball. Trying to play hard, which is good. That's Jury there with a good pass. And imagine what a wonderful thing it'll be this year. These guys pick up a win. That'd be fabulous. Really would. No reason why they can't. Only 4 weeks in. Adrian Peachy. Adrian Peachy there. The pass was a little hard. Jury with Manu over there on the right. Down the middle. Okay, they might have a steal. Well, I thought they did have a steal. Rugby pass from Adrian Peachy. Martin Ida. Attacks the middle. Marty. Okay, with around about 10 seconds left. Tray falls there for Adrian Peachy. They have around about 3 seconds left. With 1 second left. 41-12 at the halftime break. The Waingapu Stallions, 12 points in the first half, and took the last shot, a long 3-point jump shot attempt. Didn't come off, but did see them score. Did see them play some good defense. Did see them pick up some steals. Need to have teams. The other sensational thing with the new electronic scoreboard we've got, of course, you can see the team's names up there on the scoreboard. You can see SC Systems. You can see Waingapu Stallions. They are playing in the same competition that the Celtics did. They're playing in the same competition that Pure Sound won. They are out there competing with the best in the Premier grade. And a magnificent thing, too, that they're playing their first season in the Premier grade. Man, that's a sign of real character, wanting to go out there and test yourself against the best around. 40 seconds left. Premier Club Basketball, Felix Sparks. Amazing to see Felix out there. Born after 2000, helping these guys. And that is rather special. See a young man who every year of his life has been here at the YMCA with basketball and Felix Sparks. Seeing him help new players enjoy the game. Out there refereeing. And right behind him there's a basketball rolling out onto the floor. And over the years here we've seen little old ladies and babies and Lord only knows what else, but that's part of a community basketball. Trying to get our clock going again. And that was the score, 6-2. That was the... Give them a chance. Give them a moment. It's not easy, you know, hats off to those ladies down there. They do a great job. And making these electronics work, to be honest, is quite difficult. Old as the hills, some of the circuits. Good aggressive stuff there from Jury to the basket and gets a call and will go to the free throw line. This club basketball for these guys, we don't at the moment have a Rising Suns team in the Conference Basketball League for them to play in. So the most that our local players can aspire to at the moment is the Senior Men's Premier League and to win a title. Look at those guys having fun. Look at them having fun down there on the hash marks. That's good stuff. 41-12. Kenan Rurupoharama. Powerful guard. Bounce pass to a Powder. Bounce pass to Kemp. Oh no, Kemp from point blank range. Probably shouldn't have. You know, not being hard on the man, but probably shouldn't have missed it. Manu. The way they attack the basket. Jury. That was Jesse Sweeney down there. He's giving it everything, as they all do. Now Tommy, and once again, SC getting a bit more complicated than they need to be. Piled up. Oh, made that out of nowhere. Absolutely incredible shot. Remember back in the good old days, they used to call that a prayer. Prayer was answered. Piled up. I've seen Scott Muncaster make shots like that. Now I've seen Polder Dews make a shot like that. The back, loose ball situation. Back Kemp. And to be honest, so he should, because he had a 2-foot shot right about a minute ago. .32 game. Wants the ball here, Sweeney. Tom. Got away from Stoney. Lovely finish out wide. It was a hard thing to do, finish when you're that wide on the backboard. But he did it, 47-13. 34 points. Exciting stuff. It's Jones. Lovely release as well. Lovely high release on that shot. That's Matt Kemp. Ball goes loose again. Jones has it. Gets him out running. They've got it on the run, Steiny. Bad luck. Got it on the run. Then, well, was that meant for a Tom or not? It's Tom Kemper. Here's Jones. On the left. They should have got a call there as well, to be honest. Guys in the open court, they have some flair. And the shooting form is pretty good. David Sweeney there with a three-pointer. Should enjoy that. You would enjoy that. So Keenan there with a jump pass. Okay, Powder there missing on the reverse layup. Kemp there to clean up. It's an important role to clean that sort of thing up. Someone's got to do it. 5 minutes left in the period. Kenan Rurupoharama. They inbound the ball.
Keenan. Sweeney over there against Keenan. Pass was picked off. The Waingapu Stallions. Sweeney. Dapper, they're still after it. Still getting rebounds. Still going. Still going. Jury there. They call time there, SC Systems. These guys, every week it picks up. Every week they're a little bit better. Imagine how much better they'll be in 4 weeks' time. Again, hope to see all of our clubs complete the season. I got no doubt looking at these guys that they've loved it, that they will be back and back next year. Brilliant. As for SC Systems, they have been in this league for a very long time. Their current incarnation first joined the league in 1997. So they have been around for 26 years. And 26 years to have the same team in a club competition is a long time. The faces may have changed. Adrian Sparks down there. Look at the man there in his boiler suit. He coaches kids on a Sunday. He coaches kids during the week. He organizes this. He organizes that. He sorts out the school board. And now he's coaching. The contribution that he has made to basketball is absolutely immense. And I'd say in terms of his technical expertise with the scoreboard and the electronics, probably what you'd call a singular contribution. Meaning no one else has ever done it before. Peachy for Tom. Tom squared up for a second. Keenan, one dribble, went back, runner, air ball. Raiden Biddle. That's counted as a rebound, whether or not it hits the hoop. If it's a shot attempt and you get the ball, that's a rebound. Dylan Akurangi, well, he should have got a call there, really. You know, that's very unfortunate. He should have got a refereeing call there. 49-20, 29-point game. Tom Kemp might have hit him on the head. That ball hit Matt Kemp on the head, I think. Still 29-point game. Look at these guys go after it. Keenan jogs into position. 3-point line is Peachy. Now it's Keenan. Kemp there, the height advantage. Raiden Biddle. Good, strong defense. 49-20. Defense has picked up, subs are coming. We'll call this for subs. That's Marty Guida. Where's the 5 there in the light blue? Shuffles out there, receives the inbounding pass. Adrian Peachy. Now Kemp to make a move against Raiden. Good D. Okay, and travel. Pull there. A travel against Matt Kemp. Raiden Biddle, good defense. 49-20. He could be a strong defensive presence for this Waingapu Stallions team. Certainly could. They get to the middle. Love the way that he gets to the middle. Tom Kemp, Martin is quick. Good defense, cut him off there. That was Dylan Akurangi, cut him off. Good D. Mike Kemp, where's the 2 over here? So Raiden. Shots in and out. Look at the effort there. Harmony Kemper rebounds. Guys are getting used to life on the floor. Down the middle. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I can't wait to see how good they are in 4 weeks. Can't wait. Here's Matt Kemp back. What's happening here? Loose ball. Adrian Peachy has it. Now Tom Kemper. Kemp caught there by Dylan Akurangi. Big guy lobs one up. Now Raiden Biddle to handle the ball. You only by experience. They hands it off. Harmony Kemper. Everybody in the team needs to know how to handle the ball. Akurangi. Nice pass, Kemp. Now Akurangi got square. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. Round the back pass. That was Tane Sparks.
They're having some fun as well. Mike Kemp has it, waits for a teammate. Wonderful by Jury. They've scored 22 points against Sparks. SE is a team that's won the club championship. Be honest, that's a hard play to make work. Guys almost cutting away from you to try and get him the pass there is hard to do. 51-24, 27-point game. Kemp holds the ball. Martin Ida, one dribble. There with a lob for Peachy. And Raiden Biddle has it. Raiden Biddle, unfortunately, turnover. They have that low post presence. Strong guy down there can make a big difference. Good things take time, though. Here's Akurangi, now Kemp. Pass inside. Lovely interplay there by Mike Kemp and also Dylan Akurangi. Very good. It's Raiden trying to stick there with Tane. Tane jump up. Doesn't sit. Kemp has it, look at that. Good hard D there from Harmony Kemp, and nothing wrong with it. Many of these players do very well when you consider that they may or may not have played organised basketball while at school. For many of them, basketball is a second or even a third sport. So, point we make when we say that is that you've got to pick up the rules, etc. on the run. You've got to pick it up as you're playing. That can't be easy. 25-point game, 26-point game now. 19 seconds left. 53-26. Our clock appears to have stopped. Now it starts. Harmony Kepper wheels back to the corner. It's Tom. Tom there, I thought for a moment that he might have got too deep under the backboard. 3 seconds left, 1 second left. Okay. Lane on the shot, 55-26. Well, enjoyable stuff as we knew it would be. 28-point game, 54-26. Seen both teams make some entertaining plays and very importantly enjoy their basketball. They have this evening. Peachy over there to Powder. That three-point shot wasn't far off making it. Powder. There are Harmony Kipper getting a hand in there. The steal, this is a Steiny. Steiny rewind, bumping Steiny there. And here's Harmony with a jump shot. Snap the wrist. Peachy there with a lob. to Keenan Rudu Po'arama. It's a powder. He was a little surprised by that, Marty Ngaira. I think he was surprised because they overpassed the ball then. Keenan Rudu Po'arama. Now Marty can't really shoot it now. He's a little off balance. Keenan Rudu Po'arama. Still there, Manu Jones. Got to get in front of him, take the challenge, and nobody's willing to do it. And magnificent finish. He just roasted those guys. 54-28. Powder lob down in the corner. It's Peachy. Well, no, here's Peachy. That's Keenan. Keenan as distinct from Peachy. Peachy turns around. Little short on the shot at the front. Stallions. Okay, Powder coming across the lane. Drops it back there for Marty Ngaira. Jones accelerates. Certainly attacks the basket. It's very positive. Sweetie there. Okay, Steiny over there. Well, there was a big whistle there, not sure for what reason. Sweetie. Jesse Sweetie. Oh, good move indeed. And got it back. Jesse Sweetie reverse. And makes a reverse layer. Lot of fun, you got to enjoy it. Jesse Sweetie out there. And some hard D. Hand down to Potter. Was he shooting it? I don't know what Potter was doing then. I wonder if he was shooting it or not. If he was shooting it, the shot was off. Jones, left side, guarded by Potter. Getting open looks. SC Systems. Stallions are enjoying their basketball, but the SC Systems team is allowing themselves to, they're becoming loose at the moment. Three-pointer there from Keenan, maybe that's what they needed because they were getting a little loose. 59-30 on the board. Guys have put up 30 points against SC here in the Premier grade. 20. Guys making a big, genuine effort. Tom Kepper. Kepper, Powder, Peachy holds, nobody cuts. Powder comes around him, now it's Peachy with a power dribble. Peachy there, a strong move. Nice finish by Adrian Peachy. Adrian Peachy, solid player, underrated player. Jones, Harmony Kepper. The top corner of the backboard, Jesse Sweeney gives chase. That's a nice pass, and Peachy drops it back. That could have been simpler. 61-30. Tom Kepper. Technically, that jump shot is as solid as that of any young player going. Shoots the ball with really good form and has good range. And 64-30. Love watching these guys and their flair. Stuff that was adjourned in the basket. That's our Dylan Akurangi with the turnaround. You know, you enjoy it every year. Tom Kepper tried to hook a pass in. Raiden Biddle got a hand to it. Now Dylan Akurangi. Dylan Akurangi there, drops it off. 64-34. Guys got 34 points. 3 minutes left. How many can they put up in that time, in the time remaining? How many can they prevent, Raiden? Raiden good D. Jesse good D, Raiden good D. Now Dylan Akurangi. Bounce pass, picked up. Raiden in the setup. There in front of Keenan Rudu Po'arama. Mature player, obviously, has been around a long time. 66-34. 32 points. Dylan. 66. 34, Peachy. See that a lot tonight, guys. Drop the ball back. Kepper another try. Lovely use of that guide hand. That's the first thing you notice, the left hand on the side of the ball. Right hand shooter, left hand to the side of the ball. And the solid wrist flick. Flick that wrist. Wrist how you get backspin on the ball. 70 points to 34. 36-point game. Dylan Akurangi. Dylan bounce pass. It is a loose ball. Kemp to throw the inbounding pass and inbounds the ball. Stuff starting out there in 7. Dylan Akurangi. Waingapu Stallions making at least 3 passes, which is good. Hold up. Went down the middle. Now Dylan. Dylan into the front court. Slows down. Nice pass. Nice pass. Then the ball dropped short of the hoop. 41 seconds. 70-34. 36-point game. Keenan Ruru Pohārama, who along with a number of others on this current GBA committee, you talk about commitment to the sport. They are it. Powder. Could have got bumped off. Now Dylan. Dylan. Turnover Māori. And now to Keenan Ruru Pohārama. 7 seconds. Made it there, Powder. They've got 3 seconds left. They've got enough time to make one pass. 72-34.